Hey there, welcome back friends. Let's proceed further and let's create couple of Eureka servers. So currently if I navigate to localhost 8081, we will get the store application. I guess this is not up and running. Let me quickly run this. Moreover, let me also show you the application real quick. Here we go, and here we are also interacting with two hard-coded microservices, right? So now if I refresh this page, we have this Apple and Samsung links. Let me click on Samsung. This will give us something went wrong. This is strange. Let me check what is going wrong, and I guess these applications are not running. Let me run these applications. So I forgot to run these applications. Let me quickly do that. Yes, the applications are not running. Let me run these applications. Alright, let me refresh, click on Samsung. Here we go. Let me click on Apple. Here we go. Cool enough, nice. And if I show you STS, here are the URL of the microservices. And let me also show you the responses from the microservices. Take a note of the port 8082, right? So this is an independent microservice, and this is 8081. This is an independent application, and we are interacting with each other. This is nice, this is cool. Now again, what is the best way to create a Spring Boot application? One of the best ways is start.spring.io. so here what we will do, we will again make use of org.steadyeasy as a group name, and artifact as client, and we will go with the defaults, no problem. Defaults is good enough. We can choose 12 again, that is okay. Java 12, that is okay. And here we will go with this thing, Eureka Discovery Client. Click on plus. Now friends, why I am doing it, we need not to worry about, or we need not to add a new application, but the pom.xml which is generated by start.spring.io, that is interesting, because if you simply do this Eureka client Maven and you copy and paste this Maven dependency, that won't be enough. You won't be able to get the Eureka client into our existing application. There are like few more steps to get this. As a result, the best way is to get the information from start.spring.io. so what I will do, I will simply extract this application which I have downloaded on the desktop. I will close this, and inside this folder we will get this pom.xml, and I will open this using any editor. I am using Notepad++. You can use Sublime Text or any editor. Open this one, and if you expand this, then there are like few things which we need to take from here. Let me open up IntelliJ and Samsung app and open up pom.xml. so here we will add couple of things from this pom.xml. First thing which we will add, let me show you, this property. So we need to add the Spring Cloud property. Let me copy this. Let me open up pom.xml for Samsung application and add the property here. So this is first thing. Then again, let me show you the dependencies. So here there are these two dependencies, starter Eureka client and tester for Eureka client. I guess this tester dependency will be already there. Let me show you. Here we go. So tester dependency is already there, no problem with it. So we will simply copy this dependency, which is client, Eureka client dependency. So let's copy and paste it here. Let me save the changes. And finally, there are like few more things, which are these management related stuff. So take a note of it. We have to copy this stuff as well, which is dependency management. Okay, so copy this and paste it here after dependencies. Take a note of it. We close the dependencies and then we reopen the dependencies inside dependency management. The placement of these things, these XML elements, are very important. Alright, everything else or anything else is good enough. Let me import the changes. Here we go. This is nice. And now let me rerun this application. This will take a couple of seconds. And let me navigate to localhost 8761. Alright, there is this warning, no problem. Okay, the application is up and running. And now if I refresh the Eureka server, then we will get this currently running instances tab. Let me show you. So now there is this unknown application which is running. We don't have the name for this application. Now, how to give name to the application? This is very simple, very straightforward. So we will simply navigate to the application and we will open up the properties file. And here we will type in spring.application.name equals, and we will give the name. Let us give the name as Samsung. Let me save the changes. Let me redeploy the application. Now friends, you can and you will make out that definitely we are not restarting the server. We are simply redeploying the clients, right? And that is perfectly okay. So here we have like registered this application Samsung, and this will still show up. This will still show up the unknown application. Now there are two ways to fix this. Firstly, we can restart, we can redeploy the server if it is possible. Else we can again do some small little changes into our server application so that it doesn't like continue show the dead application instances. If you wish to understand how to remove the dead application instances, then you can simply Google for this string, remove unknown dead application entry from Eureka server, and you will get this particular like article from Practical Developer. This is a good article and this will make you understand how exactly we can update our server application to get rid of the dead applications. Alright, in our case, firstly we will update our Apple application a little and then we will restart the server once. Alright, so let us quickly navigate to let us quickly navigate to the pom.xml file. Here we go. And let me copy the dependencies from Samsung application. So I will navigate to window, select Samsung, and here let us copy this deployment management first, window Apple, and we will paste it just after closing of dependencies, window Samsung, and let us also copy this dependency, Eureka client, and here window Apple, and we will paste it here. Now friends, there is one small little thing. We have this application.java file. Let me show you. Here we have this Apple application file. Now initially there was a annotation by the name of enable Eureka client that is removed from this version, and we need not to worry about adding any annotation. We need not to add any code into our application to make this as a Eureka client. We need to simply add the dependencies and that would be it. So let me import the changes into our Apple application again, and let us also give the name to this what we say application. So this would be spring dot application dot name equals Apple. Let me save the changes. Let me run this application real quick. Alright, and let me do one small little thing too. We will redeploy the Eureka server. Normally Eureka server doesn't get redeployed very often, and there are like small little things which we have to do furthermore based on this article, which will help us to deregister these unknown instances. I will see if the time permits. I will also show you how to make the changes. Alright, so here let me quickly navigate to this Eureka web server, and we will redeploy this application too. That would be good. This will take some time, and in the meantime, let us navigate here. Let me close any unrequired, unwanted tabs, and now let me refresh the page. Here we go. We have the Samsung instance, and I suppose the Apple instance is not registered yet. This is strange. This should get registered. Let me check. Okay, we have missed one thing. Do you remember what we have missed? We need to also give the property. So here I have missed to add this property into our apple pom.xml file. So this is again a mistake which we have did, and please don't follow me in this. Do add the property for this thing, cloud version, and now we have to redeploy this thing. All right, let us open Google Chrome. Let me refresh the page. Again, Apple has not been there. Oops, there is a typo. So you can easily make out that how important it is to be 100% correct. Then only things will work, else it won't. Here we go. So now we have this Apple application. Cool enough, nice. Now here we have the name of the application. Now let's navigate to STS, and here in place of this part, we can simply get rid of this part and use the name of the application, for example Samsung here. Like this, and when it comes to Apple, again we will give the name as Apple. Let me save the changes, and let me rerun this store application, and let us check whether this works properly or not. So this is very convenient. We need not to worry about the URL. We need to make use of the application name, and that's it. We would be able to register. We would be able to reach to the microservice by taking help of the Eureka server. So now here, let us refresh the store application. Let me click on Samsung. Here is our application up and running. Here is our application up and running. So this is how we can easily make out that our Eureka server is executing properly, and we need not to worry about the hard-coded URLs, and we are making use of Eureka server. So our application is fully working. This is nice, this is cool, and this seems to be a URL, but this part is nothing but our application name. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day and take care.